All right, let's cut the crap and dive right into this Zac Efron shit.
Just do, right?
From High School Musical to playing fucking Ted Bundy.
Yeah, talk about range, huh?
We've got a ton of info here, so buckle up.
It's wild how he went from those Disney days to some seriously dark roles.
Yeah, what the hell was he thinking?
Maybe he just wanted to shed that squeaky clean image, you know?
Well, he definitely did that.
It's a bold move, for sure. He could have just stuck with the safe stuff, the family-friendly roles.
I made a shit ton of cash.
Exactly. But he chose to push boundaries, challenge himself.
And maybe piss off a few Disney moms along the way.
Maybe, but it's those risks that make him so interesting, you know?
So he went from squeaky clean to straight up messed up, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
Right.
It's not just the roles he's chosen either, it's the way he's gone all in.
Yeah, like...
The Paperboy.
Exactly. Full frontal nudity and all that.
Wild shit, man.
Not exactly your typical Disney prince behavior. Okay, let's backtrack a bit. Before the serial killers and the full frontal stuff, he was the poster boy for Disney.
High School Musical, man.
A goddamn cultural phenomenon.
Right.
But did he even sing in those movies?
That's the million-dollar question.
Spill the tea.
So, get this. His voice wasn't quite ready for primetime in the first one.
They dubbed his ass.
Seriously.
Yep. Brought in another singer for those high notes.
No shit.
Apparently his voice was deeper back then, more baritone.
So he was faking it till he made it.
Pretty much. But hey, he owned those pipes in the later movies.
Yeah, and Hairspray, too.
And The Greatest Showman.
All right, so the dude can sing. But let's be real, nobody was watching High School Musical for the vocal acrobatics.
They were watching for those baby blues and that chiseled jawline.
Exactly. But there's more to him than just a pretty face, right?
Way more. This guy's got brains, too. Did you know he started his own production company? Get out of here. Called Ninjas Runnin' Wild.
Ninjas Running Wild. What the fuck kind of name is that? Yeah, it's unique. But it shows he's got that entrepreneurial spirit. He's not just an actor, he's a businessman.
He's building an empire.
One ninja at a time.
Okay, that's actually kind of badass. But speaking of empires, what about that jaw-dropping transformation a while back?
You mean when that photo of him went viral and his jaw looked all fucked up?
Yeah, people lost their shit.
Yeah.
Plastic surgery rumors were flying everywhere.
Yeah, the internet exploded.
What was the deal with that?
It wasn't plastic surgery at all.
So all that was bullshit.
Pretty much. It was from that nasty accident he had back in 2013.
Oh, right. He broke his jaw.
Yeah, and it was way more serious than anyone realized.
Like, how serious are we talking?
He almost died from it.
Yeah.
Had to have his jaw wire shut and everything.
That's some heavy shit, man. But at least he didn't go to the knife.
Well, nope. Still rocking that natural beauty.
Albeit a little altered.
He's not afraid to push his body to the limit, though, even if it means risking his life.
Well, there was that whole Papua New Guinea thing, right?
Killing Zac Efron.
What a name for a show, huh?
It's like he was tempting fate.
So what happened?
He got some nasty bacterial infection that could have killed him.
The dude's a walking health hazard.
Maybe a little, but you gotta admire his sense of adventure, right?
I guess so.
Yeah.
All right, let's dive into some of the other crazy shit he's gotten himself into.
Oh, we're just getting started. It's like this dude is a walking contradiction, you know? You've got the Disney Prince image on one hand, and then you've got him drinking his own piss with Bear Grylls on the other.
Wait, hold up. He drank his own piss. What the fuck?
Yeah, man, on that Running Wild show?
Seriously?
It was a survival tactic or some shit like that. Bear Grylls convinced him.
Okay, that's just... Wow.
Yeah.
Officially the most messed up thing I've heard all week.
But hey, it shows he's willing to step outside his comfort zone, right? Not afraid to get down and dirty. Literally.
All right, but let's not forget about the vegan years. Was that just a Hollywood phase, or was he serious about it?
He seemed pretty committed to it at the time, talking about ethics, the environment, all that. He got rigged as hell.
Baywatch Zac Efron, man.
Exactly. Fueled by tofu and kale.
But then he bailed on the veganism, started talking about intermittent fasting and shit. What was that all about?
He claimed he did some food sensitivity tests, found out his body wasn't loving the vegan thing anymore.
So he was like, screw the plants, give me a steak.
Nah, not quite like that. I think he still cares about sustainability and all that. But he realized a strict vegan diet wasn't working for him anymore.
Yeah, you gotta listen to your body, I guess. Still, it's kind of funny how he went from vegan poster boy to, like, a carnivore.
The dude's a complex guy, that's for sure. Always evolving, trying new things, like that travel show he did, Down to Earth.
Oh, yeah, down to earth.
Yeah.
That was actually a pretty cool concept. Sustainable living, different cultures, all that. So he's like a woke Anthony Bourdain.
Pretty much. Trading the booze for green smoothies.
And he even won an Emmy for it, right?
A daytime Emmy, yeah.
Seriously. Is there anything this dude can't do?
Apparently not. Acting, business, saving the planet, winning Emmys. He's like a goddamn Renaissance man.
Okay, enough with the gushing. Let's get back to the dirt. Near-death experiences, remember. What other close calls has he had besides the Papua New Guinea thing?
Well, there was that broken jaw back in 2013. Apparently, it was way more serious than people realized.
Yeah, we talked about that.
He almost died from complications.
So the dude's got 9 lives.
He's pushing his luck, that's for sure. But hey, maybe that's part of his appeal. Living life on the edge makes for a good story, right?
All right, let's switch gears for a minute. Love life. The dude's been linked to some seriously hot women. What's the deal with his relationship status?
He's pretty private about that stuff. Never been one to kiss and tell.
But he's been spotted with some high-profile ladies, right?
Yeah. Vanessa Hudgens, Michelle Rodriguez, Alexandra Daddario.
So he's got a type, huh? Beautiful and famous.
I guess you could say that.
All right, let's get real for a second. Addiction, mental health issues, near-death experiences. Has he ever talked about how all that shit has affected him?
He has, yeah. He's been pretty open about his struggles with alcohol and drugs.
Good for him. It's not easy to talk about that stuff, especially when you're in the public eye.
He's been sober since 2013. Says it was the best thing he ever did.
So he's not afraid to show his vulnerability.
Not anymore. He's actually become an advocate for mental health awareness, using his platform to help others.
That's pretty admirable. It would be easy to pretend everything's perfect, but he's choosing to be real.
Exactly. Showing the world that it's okay to not be okay.
All right, let's lighten things up a bit. Remember when he was up for the role of Christian Grey in 50 Shades of Grey?
Oh, yeah, that would have been something else. Can you imagine him with those handcuffs?
Seriously. But he turned it down, right? Didn't want to get typecast as a sex symbol.
It shows he's strategic about his career choices. He's not just chasing fame.
He's got plenty of that already.
Exactly. He seems more interested in challenging himself, pushing boundaries as an actor.
Well, he's definitely done that. All right, let's wrap up this part of the deep dive with a quick recap. Near-death experiences, drinking his own piss, the vegan phase, the Emmy, turning down 50 Shades.
Don't forget the full frontal nudity in the Paperboy.
Oh, yeah, how could we forget that? It's like he's trying to shatter that Disney image for good.
And he's doing a pretty damn good job of it.
All right, folks, stay tuned for the final part of our Zac Efron extravaganza, where we'll answer your burning questions about this Hollywood enigma.
So we've covered a lot of ground here. Zac Efron, the Disney days, the dark roles, the near-death experiences, the environmental activism, pretty much the whole damn thing.
Yeah, we've gone deep down the rabbit hole with this guy.
But what about the man behind the mask? What makes this dude tick?
Yeah, let's peel back the layers on this motherfucker.
Well, from what I've gathered, he's a pretty down-to-earth guy.
Down to earth? You mean the dude who almost died from drinking his own piss in the jungle and shit?
Okay, maybe grounded is a better word. He doesn't seem like your typical Hollywood asshole.
You're saying he's not a total douchebag? Color me surprised.
He's known for being kind and humble, genuinely grateful for his success.
So fame hasn't gone to his head.
It doesn't seem like it.
All right, but besides acting and, saving the planet, what does this guy do for fun?
He's a big fitness enthusiast, always has been athletic, but he really kicked things up a notch for roles like Baywatch.
Yeah, those abs were no joke.
He's also into outdoor stuff like hiking, surfing, snowboarding, likes to push himself physically and mentally.
So basically he's living the dream, traveling the world, getting ripped, hanging out with beautiful people.
It's a tough life, but someone's got to live it, right?
But even with all that, he's been open about his struggles, right? Addiction, mental health stuff.
He has. Talking about his battles with alcohol and drugs.
It takes balls to do that, especially when you're in the spotlight.
He's been sober since 2013.
Good for him.
And now he's using his platform to help others who are going through similar shit.
Turning his pain into purpose? That's pretty admirable. All right, last question. What's next for Zac Efron? Got any juicy intel on upcoming projects?
He's got a few things in the works. There's a romantic comedy with Nicole Kidman.
No shit, that's a curveball.
And a film about the Von Erich wrestling dynasty.
A wrestling movie. Now that's something I gotta see.
He's definitely not afraid to mix things up.
From High School Musical to a wrestling ring. It's been a hell of a ride.
It has. He's transformed himself from a teeny bopper heartthrob to a serious actor.
And he's not afraid to take risks.
Exactly. Which is why we can't wait to see what he does next.
All right, folks, that's our deep dive on Zac Efron. The dude's a walking contradiction, a wild card, but one thing's for sure, he keeps things interesting. Peace out.